Hey everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm so excited to finally be here. I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a really long time, but for one reason or another, it just never seemed like the right time. I think a lot of you can relate to that feeling when there's something you have always wanted to do, but life keeps getting in the way. But now I feel I'm finally in a good place to make it happen, to share my love for books and to connect with you all. And what better day to launch it than today? Because it's my birthday. So, to celebrate, I'm kicking things off with a not so huge book haul. So I've got a mix of genres over here. I've got romance, I've got thriller, I've got fantasy, I've even got some Japanese translation, which I'm very much into lately. So hopefully you'll find something in here to add in your reading list. So without any further ado, let's just dive in and see what all books I have got. So first up we have Breast and Eggs by Miko Kawakami. This is the book. Just love the cover. It's lovely. So I've been reading a lot of Japanese literature, a lot of Japanese translation lately, and I've heard that Kawakami's work really stands out, and that's the reason I got this book. This was highly recommended by a friend of mine. So this book dwells into the themes of motherhood, womanhood, and identity in modern Japan. And this book has also been the best 10 books of 2020. So I'm really excited to read this one. Then we have Misery by Stephen King. Um, I know most of you have heard about Stephen King. He's a classic and the OG writer. So I really wanted to read this book for a really long time. Basically, I really wanted to start reading Stephen King's work. So this would be my first Stephen King. So the plot of this book is such that there's an author who has been held captive by his biggest fan, and that's where all the suspense and mystery comes in. I've heard that it's a bit disturbing as well, but then it's written by Stephen King, so I'm just going all in, and I'm really excited to see how the story builds in. So the third book that we have, this one was recommended by some 4 to 5 people, and this is Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. So this is the book. This book has won Women's Prize for Fiction 2023 and also the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction as well. I've heard that Thoreau's writing is very immersive and she has a deep appreciation for nature and family dynamics, and I am all in for such kind of books or for such kind of writing. And this book also deals with resilience and family life in a rural setting. And as far as I can figure out from the blog, this book is going to be an emotional and a moving read. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Then we have The Door to Door Bookstore by Karsten Hen, and this is translated by Melody Shaw. Um, so this book is a very cozy read, and it's a feel-good story. So it's about a man who personally goes door to door to deliver books and changes lives along the way. One day he comes across a 9-year-old who insists on accompanying him and then tries to teach him a thing or two about books. It's just giving me a really cozy and nice vibe. So I'm excited to read this as well. Let's get to the next book, which was all over my Instagram, like literally all over my Instagram. And the book is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. So I, a few months back, read a novel love story by Ashley Poston, and it just didn't work out for me. I mean, I liked the book. I'm not saying that I didn't like it. It was okay-ish read for me, but then I've heard that The 7-Year Slip is much better than that, and this has something which I should really read. So I just went ahead and got this book. The plot of the book is that the female protagonist, she moves to her aunt's apartment and finds herself living with somebody from 7 years ago. So that is interesting plot, obviously. Sounds spooky, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. I mean, I have really high expectation from this book. Next up, we have Heaven by Miko Kawakami. So this is how the book looks like. So it's about two young people who bond over shared experiences of bullying. There's a 14-year-old boy in a Japanese school who is suffering or who is going through bullying, and Kojima is the girl who understands what he's going through because she has experienced the similar treatment, and they provide each other consolations and are there for each other whenever they are in their worst, and that's how they grow closer. But ultimately, is the nature of a friendship when your shared bond is terror. So the book says that it's unflinching yet tender, sharply observed, intimate, and multi-layered. So I'm really excited for it. The blurb has made me buy this book, and the book is really short. It's less than 200. Yeah, it's going to be a perfect read. So I'm picking this up really soon, probably this year. So next up we have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I really wanted to get the longer copy of Powerless, but I got this one and I'm a little bit disappointed. In this world of Powerless, power defies anything, and the main character of this book, she is fighting to prove herself. I'm really excited to read this book. I have heard highly of it. This one was highly recommended. A lot of books are, I have taken some of the recommendations from here and there, so this one was on the list. So I just posted a story on Instagram asking if they have any suggestions for the book haul, and 11 people, literally 11 people, said Powerless. So you can say that this book was highly recommended. I am really excited to read this, but I will read this book after reading Fourth Wing, because Fourth Wing has been on my TBR for past 1 year and I'm not able to finish that book, and I have got the special edition. So I'm really regretting it, that why I'm not able to finish that book. I'm always distracted by other books, but hopefully by January or by Feb, I'll finish Fourth Wing for sure. So next up we have The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and this is the story of Robin and Sahra. This book is part of a Dreamland Billionaire series, and you can see that I have already started reading this book. So I think I have read some around 20-30 pages, and this is a perfect romance book, and it has clash and connect. This book is enemies to lover trope, and that is my favorite trope ever. I just don't know why, but I love that trope. It has become my favorite lately. It has a lot of spark, spiciness, and tension, so really looking forward to read this one. I think I'm just gonna finish this anytime soon this month. So now we are left with 3 books. So the next book that's coming up is Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You? So I think if you follow me on Instagram, you must know that I am sort of have become a fan of Sally Rooney. So I have read Normal People by her, and I really loved it. That book is one of my favorite. I feel I gave it for a 4.5 or 5 stars. And I have also read Conversation with Friends. I really like the raw emotions that were shown in the book, but the plot just didn't work out for me. It just wasn't something I could fathom because it was way too messy. So yeah, I'm hoping this book would stand out just like Normal People. Last month I also got Intermezzo by Sally Rooney, which is her latest release, and I've heard that that's her best work. Out of all the books, that's her best work. So I'm excited to read that. But I think after reading this and Intermezzo, I should officially be called a Rooney fan, because I would be finishing up all her books. Yeah, I sort of love her way of writing. It has just worked well for me. I think I love how she dives into the messy and complex emotions of her characters. So the second last book with us is by a very famous writer and most loved writer, I would say, in the romance genre. Um, Beach Read by Emily Henry. I love all the covers by Emily Henry. I'm just a fan of her covers. So I have read Happy Place by her and I did not like it at all. I'm not gonna lie, but it just was something not for me. It was off. The story was very bland and I was expecting more from it. So, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna judge any writer on one book. So, Featured is there. I have Book Lovers as well. And there's one more book by her which I have in this haul. The last book is also by Emily Henry. So, this book is about two writers, one holiday, a rom com waiting to happen. Ooh, so this is a romance, and this is a very light, heartfelt, and touching kind of book. So this book is about January and Gus, and they're both broke. So I think what they do is they bet to swap genres and see who gets published first. And in telling each other's stories, their worlds might be changed entirely. Interesting, very interesting, I feel. And I think recently this one has been adapted as a series or as a movie. So I just can't wait to read this book before that comes so I can literally talk about that all the time when the movie or whatever is coming. So finally, we are at our last book, which is Funny Story. So, Funny Story is also by Emily Henry, and it's a witty, heartfelt book. So, the story is about Daphne who moves in with her ex fiance and finds some unexpected friendship in there. So, the book has love, laughter, romance, and it has mix of all. So now I have like three books of Emily Henry, which is Beach Read, Funny Story, and Book Lovers. And I have read Happy Place. So I'm really excited to read all of it that I have. And I'm really excited to read all of these that I've got. They just make me so happy. So this was a little, not so huge book haul. So that's my birthday haul. If you have read any of these books or have any recommendations for me, please do let me know in the comment section. And I'm really excited to finally start this channel and share my love for books with you all. Don't forget to subscribe if you are into bookish content and love books just like me. I can't wait to keep the conversation going on. Thank you so much for watching this video, and happy reading you all. Bye.